Good morning and welcome to Dollywood. I can't believe that I'm here. I've wanted to visit this park for at least 15 years. So many bucket list rides. 4 of us here today, including Brett, who has got one up on me with this.
Yeah,
because how many times have you been?
This is a big moment. Shawn's never been here before and I've been here. So this is a major first for everyone. I've been here 4 times, Shawn's never been here. So for once in my life, I'm going to show Shawn around the park.
I can't wait. Like, I am excited just to get those first reactions. We've got 9 roller coasters to get on here, including some bucket list rides for me. One of those being Lightning Rod. I haven't wanted to get too excited for it because it's a bit unreliable. However, we've just asked the wonderful ticket lady,
Julie.
big shout out to Julie, and it sounds like things are looking good. In terms of weather, it started off really bad when we drove here. You might have seen in the travel vlog. At the moment, the sun's out. From 2 o'clock, it looks like the weather's going to deteriorate a bit. However, that means we've got 4 hours to get as much in as we can do. I'm so excited. How do you feel, Alex? First visit for Alex as well.
Dollywood, I'm very much excited. I've heard a lot about this park over the years, all over television, all over film. We're here for real. It's real.
Honestly,
it's real.
It is so weird to be here. Of course, if you don't know much about the park, it's owned by the same company that owns Silver Dollar City. Along with that as well, it's Dolly Parton's theme park.
Working now.
Like, this is amazing. The fact that we're actually here to see this. It just doesn't feel real. It is an iconic park. It's not just us 3 today, though. We're joined by a friend of Alex's as well. It's not my Charlotte. It's another Charlotte. Hey.
American Charlotte.
Oh yeah, American Charlotte. It's not my girlfriend Charlotte. It's another Charlotte. Well, there we go. So Charlotte is joining us. Just in case you're wondering, who's that girl that keeps following them around Dollywood? She is with us.
She's with us.
She's experienced.
I mean, that no one's riding alone today.
No one's riding alone, and Charlotte's local to the park, aren't you? Like, you are local, so she knows all about it.
Y'all, so she's definitely.
Could you say y'all for the viewers?
There we go.
We love that. Thank you very much.
Go home now.
I love it. We've got all the states flags up here at the entrance. We've got my ticket just here as well. We've paid on the gate. We're doing 2 days here, but we've bought a 1-day ticket for now. However, we're hoping that we're going to get a free rainy day return.
Stop
That's the
it's
plan.
valuable. That's a special ticket.
It was $70. It was $70
for that piece of paper.
Crazy, more than that actually.
An RMC.
Right, let's get in through the security area and go and have a picture with that iconic sign over there. Welcome to the vlog from Dollywood, y'all. First impressions so far, really like it. We've just walked in, had a photo with the iconic sign, walked up to our first iconic coaster, 1 of 9, just behind us over there, and that is Mystery Mine. Looking forward to riding on that. A little bit of history about the park. It's actually had various different names over the years. It opened in 1961 as Silver Dollar City, which is quite interesting. It then changed name again, and then it changed to Dollywood. Yeah, I think it's had like 4 different name changes, which is crazy. But yes, Mystery Mine, look at it over there. I've seen on-ride footage of it before, from when they used to allow POVs here. Sadly, no on-ride filming like the rest of the trip, unfortunately. Other than Busch Gardens Williamsburg, we're all there. But yeah, in terms of the coaster, I think it looks even bigger in person. That building at the back there, I think it looks absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to go on there and ride it. The good thing with this park is that you can actually take bags into the stations, which is good. So it means I'll be able to get a lot more off-ride footage over the next 2 days, which is great. Some of the Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks that we've done means that you've got to leave your bag in a locker, which is a bit rubbish really, especially when you can't film on-ride. It means that you just can't get a lot of off-ride shots either, which is a bit rubbish. But here we go, it looks like we're about to be let in, and here we go, straight up to Mystery Mine. I'm looking forward to this first coaster, and I'll tell you what, there's a reason why we've not gone to Lightning Rod first, and if you don't know already, you'll find out a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned. So Mystery Mine is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter that features 2 inversions that opened in 2007. This theming looks absolutely incredible. Loving the quite happy soundtrack that's playing out the front here, or when I say happy, I mean more mysterious to fit with the ride. Look at that. Mystery Mine, 1892. That's got to be one of the best buildings I've ever seen around a coaster. So far from what I've seen at this park, it has not disappointed. I'm really looking forward to it. Just a few minutes to go, we should be in. Looking at the signage there.
By the sign saying that loose articles are not permitted, must be put in a locker.
This was not here 3 weeks ago.
Was it not?
So, but I think we should be alright.
Hopefully we've not got that locker situation. I mean, we'll find out shortly.
Bag storage up there,
yeah,
the last time.
Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's not changed. Right, okay, so we're walking up the queue. It's not opened on time though, this one, about 10 minutes later than it should have done. However, we're getting on it. That's the most important thing. Just sent a couple of test trains round.
So is this mine or yours?
It's mine.
Mine.
Or is it a mystery? There's Wildwood Grove, the new area for this year, but we'll go and have a good look round there either later on today or tomorrow. Here we go, straight in the station. All the trains are stacked up, ready to go. We'll see you when we come off. First ever ride on Mystery Mine on the first coast here at Dollywood. Right then, so we've just come off Mystery Mine, straight into the station, straight on the coaster. And you know what? I really enjoyed that as an overall experience. It's certainly a package ride in terms of, it's more dark ride than it is coaster in terms of stop sections that you've got in there. It starts off beautifully. You go out of the heavily themed station, nice indoor section with a few swoops, up a small vertical lift hill, and then down a little section that leads to what is my favourite part of the actual coaster track, which is an outdoor vertical drop that is really small, but it really packs a punch. Then go around a few different turnaround sections, back inside some more dark ride scenes, up another vertical lift hill where you've got a screen up in the ceiling. You then got a really nice fire effect, down a really nice curved drop, and then into the inversions out here at the end. That was everything that I was expecting and more in terms of the experience. I thought the coaster itself would be a little bit more intense. I think it's a very family Eurofighter. You know, I don't think it's intense at all. But you know me, with Gerstlauer Eurofighters, I don't really like them to be too intense, to be honest, because of the rattle. With that, it was very smooth, it was enjoyable, and hey, yeah, it was good to get on there and give it a go. I enjoyed it. What do you think, Alex?
I agree with the coaster part, definitely that it's quite tame. I actually think like the experience of the ride reminds me of Revenge of the Mummy very much, how, you know, there's an actual dark ride element to this coaster, and I think that really made it a top ride. As much as some of the coaster elements felt like they were lacking a little bit of force, a little bit too much momentum, the dark ride part of it was absolutely incredible, blew me away.
And the big thing in there, the big show scene is a fire effect that blasts out.
Blasting right at you, it's not above
on the
you,
front row, like that was insane. Like, really, really impressed with that. I enjoyed it. Like I say, a bit more tame than what I was expecting, but a great experience, that one. Good start to the day. Up next, we got what, Thunderhead, I think we're going to do. GCI wooden coaster, just down this way. So we'll head down there and give it a ride. Here we go then. Here's the entrance to Thunderhead, the wooden coaster. I like how they actually put that on the sign. Looking forward to this. It actually opened back in 2004. So it's an older GCI coaster. In terms of the layout, kind of reminds me a little bit of Troy, this section around here, and I love Troy, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go. Alex is enjoying the misters.
We're on in like Las Vegas right now with the steam running through me.
You're enjoying the mist there. Wow! Empty train, that one. It must be quiet. Maybe they're running one loaded, one empty. Let's find out. Straight into the station. It's going to have a ride on Thunderhead, second coaster of the day. Right then, so we've just come off Thunderhead, second coaster here at Dollywood. I wasn't really going into that with really high expectations. It's got a lot of mixed reviews, that ride. Me personally, it's one of my least favourite GCI coasters I've been on. You got to think it was built back in 2004. GCI have upped the game so much since then. Some of my personal favourites back in Europe, Troy, at Toverland, Woden at Europa Park. Them rides are incredible. That just didn't do it for me. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Mystic Timbers when we did it the other day. However, I'd definitely take Mystic Timbers over that. And yeah, it was just really lacking in terms of, I think I like the fact it had some overbanks, but it just wasn't going fast enough into them to really feel anything. It could have done with being the lift hill like another 30, 40 foot taller, and the drop a bit steeper, just so it went into them elements with a bit more speed. You know, it was on the back row as well. We'll try it in a few other seats throughout the next 2 days. It's very quiet here at Dollywood, so I think we're going to get loads of rides in across 2 days, and park hours are 10 till 8 as well. But yeah, with that one, you know, it's not one of my favourites. I do prefer, I think, to be honest, I think that is my least favourite GCI the more I think about it. I do like the fact it's got a station fly-through though. Excuse me. Oh my
You're
God.
struggling there a little bit.
Honestly, like, I'm just sick and feeling ill, to be honest. Like, this has been going on for nearly 2 weeks now, and I just can't shift it, to be honest. I don't know why. I think because we just keep pushing ourselves and doing more. Physically, I'm feeling okay today, but that cough just won't go away. I just don't know how to get rid of it, to be honest, but just got to keep pressing forward. Got to keep going.
Do you want my opinion of the coaster?
Go on,
Take a minute
yeah,
to
let
breathe.
me know. You do the sort here.
So it was, for me, I enjoyed it more than Joris at F-Telling, but it's still quite low in the rankings of GCIs for me. It just lacked a little bit of momentum, a little bit of, you know, G's. It was a bit tame, really. It was good fun.
Older GCI, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think, you know, maybe some of the newer ones are the better ones for GCI. They've certainly made an improvement, I think.
That company's come a long way over the years.
Definitely
really
have.
has.
I was going to ask you, Shawn, do you think maybe now we should go and do a junior coaster? Would that be a good idea for you?
No, I don't think so. I think there's a certain ride that we need to go and do in this park that I'm sure a lot of you guys are really excited to know my thoughts on. And also, it's a bit of a special ride for me as well. I wish I was feeling 110% for it, because I'm really not. However, I'm still going to enjoy this. No matter what I rate the coaster, this is a very special moment for me.
You're going to come off feeling 1,000%, aren't you, Shawn?
Well, there we go. Yeah, I'm hoping, yeah, it's going to be a big moment. You'll find out exactly why when we get down here. So there's a reason why we didn't come straight down to this ride this morning. We went and did 2 other roller coasters, and you might have all been wondering, if you didn't know already, why we went there to go and do them other rides first, when the ride that we've really come here for is just behind me, and that's Lightning Rod. RMC, it was a new build, opened in 2016. There's a reason why we didn't come straight down to this ride. I've been riding roller coasters for a very long time, and I've been counting all throughout them years all the different roller coasters that I've been on. Now, I've been on caterpillar coasters, I've been on powered coasters, I've been on water coasters, you name it, I've done a lot of different rides out there. And this trip, a lot of people knew that there was going to be a very special milestone for me on it. However, we didn't really know how it was going to pan out in terms of which park it was going to be at. I had my initial plan of where I thought it was going to be to reach this milestone, and I'm pleased to say that because of everything that's gone to plan, we've missed 3 roller coaster credits across the trip so far. Because of that, it has fell into place, because of the 9 coasters that are in operation at this park, that the 3rd coaster here is actually my 1,000th roller coaster to ride. So the plan this morning was to make sure that we did 2 other rides first to then save Lightning Rod. Now, this ride is very special because yes, it's my 1,000th coaster, and this is one of the most hyped up rides in the world. I'm going in here expecting something right up there. I loved the Voyage when I went to Holiday World. I absolutely love Steel Vengeance. Right now, the hype for this ride is at 180%. I need to come off this, and you know what? I'm going to love it no matter what, because it's always going to be a special coaster with that 1,000th memory. However, let's see how it rides. It features no inversions, this ride. It's got a launched lift hill. It looks absolutely incredible. This area is wonderful round here. It's got the full package, this ride. Let's see how it rides, but this is it. I've done 999 roller coasters across the world, all these different countries, and this is the moment, because to be honest, I don't know if I'm ever going to reach 2,000 roller coasters. I'm telling you all now, probably not. Like, this is probably going to be the biggest milestone ever in my life of coaster riding. So here we go. It's time to ride Lightning Rod, and let's see how this coaster is. No matter what, it's going to be a special ride to me, but it's time to find out how highly I rank this coaster. A lot of people have been on it and they love it. A lot of people have been on it and say it's great, but it's overhyped. This is a lot of people's number ones. It's also a lot of people's way down there in their list. So let's find out my opinion on it. A lot of people go on these rides and have got to make their opinion and try and influence others. Of course, when I film reviews at parks, I'll always share my honest thoughts. I loved Shambhala at Portaventura for years. That doesn't mean that you were going to go there and it was going to be your number one. Everyone's got different things that they enjoy about coasters, different sensations, airtime, inversions. No matter what it is, everyone's got different opinions. And for me, until you've actually gone on that ride and made your own judgments of it and your own opinion, you don't know exactly how it's going to feel and what it's going to be like. But enough talking about it. It's got a 20-minute queue. This thing is a bit unreliable. I think it's time to join the queue for Lightning Rod. I can't believe it. This is it. I must say though, it's one of the best areas for a coaster around here. It looks amazing. I mean, look at all the cars all around the side. This is it. I can't believe it, Alex. Like,
Shawn, this is your moment.
I can't believe it.
Don't worry about me. This is your
I can't
moment.
believe it. Like, this is it. Like, it just feels really strange. I've been riding coasters since I was a kid, and this is number 1,000.
It's unreal.
Honestly, like.
Can I just say?
I'm so happy it's this ride.
You deserve this ride so much. And you know, I've been coming to theme parks with you since 2014. July 2014, you and I went to Disneyland Paris, right? And it's been a big moment. We've seen a lot of cool stuff. And to see you celebrating this moment is special.
On this ride, no matter what I think to this coaster, it's always going to be a special one.
I see the point yesterday. I got 2 coasters that I didn't get with you. I purposely made sure yesterday you and I didn't ride 2 coasters together. Because Shawn, you and I are getting this credit together, and this is our 100th credit that we share together. I have made sure I planned this out. I haven't said this to you yet.
There we go.
So for me, this is a big milestone in our friendship, but for you, you deserve every moment of this.
It's a special ride.
The smile on your face, I hope it stays there because you deserve this.
I can't believe it. And a lot of people have said, Shawn, please release all of the coasters that you've been on. Release your document that you've got. I don't use an app to count my coasters. I am actually very old school. I've got an Excel spreadsheet to count my coasters. I don't think there's probably anybody else doing that out there. I use an Excel spreadsheet. Other brands are available, of course, to count my coasters. I enjoy that. I've used it since I was a kid. I'll tell you what, there's about 150 Caterpillar coasters on there and about 50 Wacky Worms. But here we go, 1,000's going on there, and it's this bad boy. I must say, in terms of the visuals, it's one of the most impressive rides to look at. And yeah, I can't wait. Does look like though it's running a 1-train service.
Good news is though, the front of the train's back on, I saw it.
Ah, so the Zero car is now back on. So, I mean, where do you think, Brett? Where should I sit for this ride? Is it a front row, do you think?
They're both really good. We'll see when we get up there.
I mean, the plan is before I film my review of this, I'm not just going to do one ride. We're going to sort of go round, get a second go on it. So yeah, I can do a full judgment. It's just had so much hype, this ride. I hope it's not been overhyped for me, because yeah, I just hope not. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be special, but let's just see what happens with this one. So we'll see when we come off Lightning Rod, and this is it. 999 is in the past, 1,000 coasters. We have it, 1,000 roller coasters, ticked off, completed, boom. I'm happy with that. Honestly, that ride is always going to go down as a special coaster for me because of that reason. It's not going to go down as a special ride for me because of the experience of it. I've done a front row, I've done a back row. You know what, I thought it was a great roller coaster. It's great, it's not phenomenal in my opinion. I do much prefer quite a few other RMC coasters out there. However, let's focus on what I really enjoyed about that ride. This whole area, the whole start of it really makes it. Of course, the station, all heavily themed, wonderful station area. And then of course the trains. The trains on that are much more accommodating than Steel Vengeance, in my opinion. You might be thinking they're all the same trains. Them restraints are definitely different on there in terms of they just don't lock anywhere near as tight. And what I liked about it on there as well is that the ride staff aren't pushing down too much. They're just pulling up, so it meant that it was a lot more comfortable to ride. In terms of the launch, of course, is straight into that. On the launch there on the lift hill, I thought that was really good on the front row. It's a shame that it's not as fast as it used to be. The ride had that many issues, they did some changes. Used to go straight over the top and get some big air time. Didn't really feel anything on there. And instead of going straight down into a huge drop, you actually have like a little pre-drop, which then goes down into the main one. In terms of the main drop at the start there, didn't really think that was that good of a first drop personally. And then we went into some of the other elements of the ride. You've got to bear in mind there's no inversions on that. However, there is some outward banking on that ride that was great fun. What makes that is the fact it's a terrain coaster and it looks absolutely stunning off-ride. I mean, you spin the camera around so you can see it from here, just over there on the hillside. It's great. I mean, that launch lift hill, stunning. Then you make your way around to what is my personal favourite element of the ride that you can see just round here, where of course you get some brilliant air time when you twist around to the side, you bank to the left, to the right, then you're straight down into your big finale, which is this turnaround, and into the brake run. In terms of airtime on there, there's some brilliant moments. You've got loads of little airtime hills, especially in that second half of the ride. The second half of the coaster is much more enjoyable than the first half, in my opinion. And that was my front row ride. My back row ride was completely different. In fact, when I came off, a lot of people said, oh, you know, it's quite a rough ride before going on. So I went on, I came off first time and I said, I don't think that was rough at all. In fact, I found it quite tame, a little bit too tame. However, we then went on a back row and just did that, and blimey, that thing shakes a lot. You got to bear in mind that has got the topper track on there, which is basically, it's a wooden coaster instead of it being like a hybrid coaster. If you look at the difference from Steel Vengeance, for example, it's got like that iBox style track. It's very, very different how it's put together. But I tell you what, as soon as we went up that launch on the back row, it was rattling side to side. We then went down the rest of the ride, thought, you know what? It was just a little bit too much in terms of the rattle. I love intense coasters. It was certainly more intense on the back. However, the issue with it was, for me, it was just way too rattly. You know, making it, my overall review of that coaster, in terms of RMCs, it's probably my fourth favourite. I'd take Steel Vengeance right at the top, Wildfire at number 2. Really enjoyed when we went and did Outlaw Run. I actually preferred Outlaw Run, and then I'd say Lightning Rod. Yeah, so there you go, that's my thoughts on it. Special ride, 1,000 coasters, great to get on it. But yeah, it's not like one of my favourites. It's not like a top 20 or anything like that for me. I actually preferred Mystery Mine in this part personally, because it's an overall experience. Don't get me wrong, it was great to get on it. Glad we've done it twice, and yeah, what a good solid coaster. I enjoyed it.
I think,
what do you think, Alex?
To back up Shawn's point there, I've done 5 RMC hybrid coasters. Steel Vengeance is number 1, Wildfire is number 2, Outlaw Run is number 3, that sits in at number 4 for me, Lightning Rod, and then Iron Rattler, which is number 5.
Yeah, Iron Rattler.
I just think the thing is, for me, it really lacked. I keep feeling like I'm saying things lacking, and I think I'm trying to do this more because it really helps you explain what to expect from that coaster. It's got a launch, but it loses so much momentum before it even gets over the top of the hill, and by then it kind of just takes a gradual turn into some of the twists. Some of the banking on it is fantastic.
Oh, I love it.
It's a really good sideways ejector, which I think you do on all the hybrids. I don't think there's a hybrid that doesn't offer some kind of side.
You got to bear in mind, this isn't a hybrid though. This is a wooden coaster.
I suppose
this one.
It is a wooden coaster.
It uses the topper track.
With that kind of, you know, twist, turn, ejector feeling that you get typically on the hybrid coaster, certainly, it just felt like it was lacking a little bit of force to me. It was fun. It was a great coaster, but actually, I'd probably say it was quite family-like.
It's quite tame on the front. The back row, it's not, but of course it's rough, so it's picking what you want really, isn't it? But
maybe you've got to try and find that balance. It depends what you enjoy more.
Yeah, everyone out there has got their favourite coasters. Like I said earlier in the video, people that enjoy certain elements more. For me, personally, I thought the launch didn't really add much to the ride. And for me, I really missed inversions. An RMC without inversions. My favourite thing about RMCs and Steel Vengeance, my top coaster, is the inversions and the near misses going through the structure. With that, there's nothing, you know, you just got the banking at the side. However, it's got some brilliant air time on there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go. I mean, Alex didn't do a back row, did you? So you have to do that later. But there you go, that's our thoughts on Lightning Rod. Solid coaster. Again, if it was in like another park, again, I hadn't just come off Mystery Mine, it'd be my favourite, but for the experience, Gerstlauer takes it from RMC.
Wow.
Oh, it pains me to say it, but I'll always be very honest in my opinions. Brett's shaking his head over here. Brett, of course, had done it when it opened in 2016. You went on it before. I mean, Brett knows more about it than me. Just explain a little bit about what was changed on the ride from what we got today.
The ride opened in 2016 and the launch went all the way to the top of the lift hill.
Yeah.
And they just had so many problems with the ride. Launch was having problems, the trains were having problems, too much strain on the trains.
Yeah.
So they just decided to just tame it down a little bit and just make it a bit more reliable.
Could you feel more acceleration from the bottom then?
No, but the same off, it was just the airtime over that first little bunny hill, and it carried the momentum early. So imagine what the second half of the ride is like, all the way from the beginning.
I can imagine
so it was
that.
a full ride. I mean, I love that ride.
Yeah,
Brett really hurts me to see you guys not liking that. The front row it's okay, but the back row, it just packs a punch in the airtime.
You don't think it's rough?
I mean, it's a wooden coaster. It's not a hybrid, so it's meant to be rough.
It is, but I don't know. It's everyone's got their opinions out there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, for me, you know, it's a great ride. It's not one of my favourite coasters out there. Steel Vengeance all the way.
Anyway, we've got a ton of other good coasters.
We've got so much more to do. I mean, I'm so glad that we've got on that. In terms of operations, something that I'll touch on with that is running one train. And when we first had that ride on it, it actually took over 5 minutes to dispatch the train. It's been better since. However, when we first went on, 5 minutes to dispatch, which is a very, very long time. So yeah, operations aren't that good. In terms of the park, enjoying it so far. I think it's got a nice feel to it. I think that it'd be nice I was expecting a little bit more in terms of entertainment around. I mean, I've noticed over there's a stage with some microphones and stuff on, so I think as the day progresses, it's early days yet, the atmosphere is going to get a lot better. But yeah, like Brett just said, there's so much more to get on here, so many other great rides to experience. Let's continue here at Dollywood. Oh, now me and Alex love Christmas, and up here we've got the Smoky Mountain Christmas Cottage. Let's have a little walk in before we go and do some more coasters.
It's really sad that I've just seen the sign that there's 188 days till Christmas, and I did already know that information.
Oh no, 188
you know
days.
we love Christmas. Sure.
Look at this, all the lights on the outside, got these soldiers. Let's go and have a look inside the Christmas shop. Happy holidays, everyone. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. All these decorations, wow. Obviously when we was at Silver Dollar City last week, they've also got a Christmas shop there. A little bit bigger than this one, but some similar ornaments and decorations on the trees. Wonderful. Oh, we love Christmas. I wish it could be Christmas every day. The only thing with Christmas is that a lot of coasters are closed around the world. A lot of theme parks don't open for Christmas, and they should do. There's definitely demand for it. Definitely demand for it. Christmas every day at Holiday World.
I love roller coasters.
I am loving all the buildings around here. Very, very nice. Similar to that of Silver Dollar City with all the different shops that you can walk into and something like pottery and all different items. Very, very nice. Lots of water around here as well running around. Absolutely gorgeous. You know me, I love all Wild West and this sort of theming. And this is very, very nice. I love it. Got the nice little river running through here. Wings of America show over there. And Brett's just told me that that's apparently the biggest bird cage in the world that runs all around the back there. You see all the net at the top, just above there. It sort of runs all the way around. It's got all the birds in, and there's loads at the side here as well. Wings of America showbirds. There we go. Yeah, very nice. I mean, look at all the buildings here. That waterfall off the side. Yeah, absolutely lovely park. Really, really nice. And next up, we're going on Blazing Fury. Yeah, this is basically this park's version of Fire in the Hole. Shut up. That one opened in 1972 at Silver Dollar City. This one opened in 1978, so a few years later. But we're looking forward to riding it. It's supposed to be very similar in terms of the theme and the ride. However, it's not got that water splash style element on this one. In terms of the front of it, I don't think it looks quite as good either as Fire in the Hole, because obviously that's got a lot more of a facade going across. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a go. 5-minute wait, nice quiet day here at Dollywood. I just can't believe that I'm finally here. I've wanted to come here for so long, and it's great to see this park and experience it all for the first time. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. What a nice classic that one is. I would say that I do prefer Fire in the Hole because it's got that water splash. However, what a nice classic ride that is, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's long, it's more dark ride than it is coaster, but it is classed as a coaster credit because it's got them drops near the end of the ride. Some of the set design in there is wonderful, isn't it? Theming. And as we said with Fire in the Hole,
Fire in the hole!
there's not really much in terms of audio in there, it's more sound effects, isn't it, throughout. Quite a chilled ride, like you're going through this Wild West town at night really, isn't it? But there you go, I enjoyed it. Glad we went on it, another coaster done. What's this coming up now? Coaster 5 of the day, of 9. I think it is, I'm looking forward to this. It's Tennessee Tornado. And
Tennessee Tornado.
Tennessee Tornado. It's an arrow looping coaster. I think this was built in 1999, this one, wasn't it, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, can I just say Alex is the only 10 I see.
Oh, the arrow looper, 1999, and it's also got 3 inversions.
$5?
$5, yeah, he's happy with that. 3 inversions. I enjoyed Vortex a lot the other day at Kings Island. Can't wait to get on this, I've heard good things. Let's go. Here we go, I'm liking this. We've got some facts about the ride on this nice hand-painted sign.
1,682 feet, lift hill height 137.25 feet, drop 128 foot through the mountain, features 110 foot spiral loop, 110 degrees bank curve, Dolly's Iron Butterfly.
Oh,
whatever that is.
I like the sound of that.
Inversions 3, max speed 70 miles per hour,
4 Gs.
4.0 Gs. Right time, 1 minute, 48 seconds. Oh
Prepare
yeah!
to be blown
Let's
away.
go!
Tennessee Tornado. Right then, Brett, so we just come off Tennessee Tornado, classic arrow. How was that for you?
Amazing.
I love that. Like
Every
that
time I go on it, it just reassures me that Arrow would just
arrow.
away.
I tell you what, if they were still around building coasters, I think they'd be building some of the best stuff out there right now.
It's a little on the short side.
Yeah, it is short, but there's a fun fact with that, isn't there?
Yeah, go on.
They ran out of money when they were building that ride, hence why it's got so much speed.
Straight in the
It
brake
goes
run.
straight to the brake run. Shame about that. But yeah, the ride itself, I really enjoyed it. One of my favourite arrow coasters. For me, what stole the show was going down into that tunnel on the drop there.
And it's been in the woods too, isn't it?
Oh,
All those
yeah.
near misses.
Like a lot of trees all around it.
You feel like you're not in the park, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's just a great ride.
Yeah, no, that's what really made it. I enjoyed that a lot. In terms of the size of this park, it's a little bit smaller than what I was expecting. I mean, I thought we might have to walk around quite a lot to get to places, but everything is quite compact. We've got 2 big rides next to each other, 1 thrill coaster, 1 family coaster, but more about that in a moment. Look at this, got some of the good stuff. Go on, how much for that? Oh,
$2.99.
No, 398.
398?
328.
328. Quite expensive that, isn't it? How was Tornado for you? The old Tennessee.
It was nice. I enjoyed it. Classic ride. Good thrills on that. I think I still prefer Mystery Mine, but my second best coaster on the park thus far.
Yeah, I'd say it's my second best coaster at the park so far. I think Mystery Mine at the top, Tennessee Tornado, and Lightning Rod. So right, let's carry on and let's see what's coming up next. I mean, we got FireChaser over here. We got Wild Eagle. Are we going to do that first, aren't we? Wild Eagle. Let's go and give this a ride. B&M Wing Coaster. This opened like really close to the Swarm in 2012. I think they were like a few weeks apart. Can't remember which one opened first. I think it might have been the Swarm, but don't quote me on it. I'll check RCDB. But I do remember they opened very, very similar to each other. Unless Brett knows, I'm not too sure.
It's really close, I'm not sure.
It was close.
I don't want to quote anything
I
wrong.
think it was the Swarm, but I'm going to check.
I would guess with the Swarm.
It was
myself.
within a few weeks, I remember that.
I remember the Swarm, I think the Swarm was first, but this was the first one in America.
Yes.
So that was the difference. Swarm was first, but this was the first one in the United States.
But I must say the lift hill looks really impressive. I'd say this is my favourite area of the park because I think that looks brilliant. And look round at FireChaser, the Gerstar family coaster. That looked absolutely amazing up there on the hillside. What a park so far. Let's go on Wild Eagle. Just come off Wild Eagle, and I must say, wasn't a huge fan of that, mainly because of the vest restraints. Considering that it opened around the same time as the Swarm, but we found out it was the Swarm first, like I thought. It was just a little bit, they were tightening up a bit too much on there. Nearly as bad as what I had when I went on Banshee at Kings Island, just really, really tight. But yeah, in terms of the layout of that, I don't think the layout was the best either. I do really like the views from that coaster though. Going up that lift hill, really tall lift hill, but the drop on the other side is nowhere near as big. Obviously it goes up that lift on the side of the hill, doesn't it? But yeah, in terms of the elements on that ride, the 4 inversions, it was okay. It's not one of my favourite wing coasters. I'm glad to have got on it. I think it looks really pretty Wild Eagle off-ride. It's got that nice little photo point out the front. The ride itself, yeah, it was a little bit jolty on the outside as well. One of my least favourite B&Ms, that one. And then vest restraints, yeah, it was really getting tight throughout the ride. But up next, I'm looking forward to this. It's another Gerstlauer, and I think this could be another great ride at this park. It's FireChaser Express, and look at this round here. Absolutely beautifully themed. Look at this with the fire station and everything. I think it looks wonderful. And yeah, this ride, Gerstlauer family coaster, it features like the launches, and it's got the lift hill, goes backwards, all these different elements that make up the ride. So I think this will be really good. So let's go on. FireChaser Express there, opened in 2014, Gerstlauer family coaster. It may only go 34 miles an hour, which is a nice ride, that good family attraction.
I like that a lot.
I'd like to see more of those. I think Alton Towers would benefit from something like that.
That'd be a really good choice.
Maybe up in Cloud Cuckoo Land, maybe partially
indoors. Space with the buildings there nicely.
Yeah, like you enjoyed that. First time you went on one of them.
Yeah, really nice. I mean, I had no real room in there. I'm tall. It was a squeeze, but I was in and I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a good ride, and I think more parks need that actually. I think maybe the Gulliver's parks probably benefit
Drayton Manor,
like Drayton Manor,
the lake, like a buffalo replacement.
Fantasy Island. There's a few parks that could really capitalise on one of them quite nicely.
I mean, I've only done 2. I've only done that one. I did one a few weeks ago at Park Asterix. I mean, that's been added since we did that trip to Asterix.
Yeah,
that version is better than that, in my opinion. But yeah, I must say, it's really nice how you launch out the station. You got a great fire effect in there as well with all the fireworks at the side. Really good ride, some nice drops. Views are great, theming, and it looks really good off-ride as well. Also, Alex, what did you think to Wild Eagle? I didn't get your thoughts on that, the wing coaster.
It just felt like there's a couple of the other wing coasters. It wasn't anything particularly special. The restraints were quite restrictive on that one, unfortunately. Didn't really get a lot out of it. I still prefer the likes of the Swarm and stuff.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough for me. And Thunderbird, I was going to say. I nearly said Firehawk and Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, Thunderbird was insane.
Thunderbird was great.
Loved it.
One with a launch like that, more parks, yes please.
Definitely so. Anyway, we've made our way into the new area for 2019. It's only been open about a month or so. It's Wildwood Grove, a new family area, and there's a new coaster for us to go and get on. So let's have a little look around the area. I must say, I do think this looks absolutely wonderful. And as the landscaping grows around here, it'll look even better. You got a nice restaurant over there. Oh, we've got some fire outside. Got that really nice waterfall over there and a great view of Mystery Mine, which is by far the best ride in this park, in my opinion. And yes, it's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, but it was quite smooth, and it's the experience. I mean, there's nothing quite like being there, trapped in a coaster, and having fire blasting towards you. I loved it. I thought that was absolutely incredible. But yeah, this is very nice around here. The build quality is really good. There's a lot of rumours saying that their next big coaster is going to get at the back there up on the hill, where they've also cleared a lot of land, which is interesting. But yeah, you've got a new coaster which we're going to down the bottom here, which is a Vekoma little junior suspended coaster, so we'll go on there. And then you've got like a pirate ship that you can see here. Various other different rides. But yeah, I really like this, all these different areas what they're putting in this park. It's very well themed, very, very nicely finished off. But I think in a few years' time this will look even better as the trees grow more and all the landscaping around the area. This definitely looks like something that we need to have a ride on. Here at Theme Park Worldwide, we love these where you just sit on them and ride around on the track. I think it's a really nice area. I think it looks a lot better than it does in photos. Yes, it needs the landscaping to grow more, but when anything first opens, it takes time for it to grow and evolve.
This one's a bear.
It is a bear. We've got to go on that at some point. I mean, it's a short queue. Then we'll get the coaster, and then once we've had some food, come back in and do any other little rides. Yeah, that looks nice, that. The Black Bear Trail. I really like it round here. A lot better than I thought it looked. This is actually the biggest expansion in the park's history in terms of space and all the new rides what they've put in here. Various different flats, facilities, shops. And over in the middle, you've got this big tree that's quite nice as well. Very, very nice area. I do like it. So we've made our way out of Wildwood Grove where we've just done Dragon Flyer. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good fun ride. But this guy here is even more cool. Look at this.
Oh,
hello.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
I'm Buzz the Vulture.
Buzz.
Y'all are wondering how I managed to sleep so soundly and not fall off my perch.
Especially with that Gerstlauer running behind you.
Let me know, will you? Speaking of perches, here's a little joke. Two birds are sitting on a perch, and one says to the other, "Do you smell fish?"
Shame his mouth doesn't open.
Get it? Perch, fish. I just love that one.
It's quite cool, that. But yeah, Dragonfly, I enjoyed it. Not the best one of those I've been on. I feel like it needs a bit more theming underneath. However, the whole of Wildwood Grove, I think that's a really nice family area. Good variety of rides in there. I enjoyed it. The good thing with that ride as well, it's got that wonderful moment where you're going to the overbank and you've got like all the wonderful fountain effects. That is good, isn't it?
There's a lot of wonderful in that sentence.
Absolutely wonderful. That's the words to describe that area.
What would you say it was?
Wonderful. Really, really liked it round there.
It's a unique word, that one.
Just wonderful, to be honest.
Tremendous, I was going for.
But yeah, anyway, we've actually got one more roller coaster to ride. That's just a little Zamperla Junior coaster. What time are we on?
20 past 2.
we've done very, very well today, but we're getting very, very hungry, so we're going to do this little junior coaster. Shouldn't really have much of a queue, and then look round and get some food here at Dollywood. Still can't believe that I'm here. I wanted to come to this park for so long, and it's just so nice to be able to finally come here and see it and experience the park. Oh, now we got some sad news. Unfortunately, Whistle Punk Chaser is currently closed. It was open at... Oh, I like that. That's a good little effect. It's quite unique.
What on about that? I was just been breathing.
Can we get that again? That is awesome, that. I mean, it's a shame it's coming from this speaker at the back here, but, you know, oh, I'm being attacked by a wasp. Look at him. Oh, he's on the lens. He's on the lens. That wasp actually went onto the lens, so I had to stop recording there. But yeah, it's closed at the moment. Our 9th coaster credit. Willie's Whistles over there, look in the middle. Hopefully we get to ride this a little bit later on. Pretty sure this is the same layout as the one at Flamingo Land, actually, from looking at it. But there you go. Right, we're going to get some food, and we'll see you a little bit later. Whistle Punk Chaser, don't let me down. I want all 9. Right then, so we've just had a little bit of food here at Dollywood. I went for the chicken tenders and chips. There you go, or fries as you would say. Chips over here, you get a bag of crisps. I always remember the first time when I went to Florida to Universal, it said hot dog and chips, and I thought, oh right, I'm going to actually get given some chips, as in fries. But I was given a bag of crisps, and I was like, what? I got given some Lays as they are over there, the Walkers back out. Quite a funny story, that, isn't it? I don't know if I've ever told you that.
No, you haven't.
What does that guy do? He's got more energy than me and Brett. I mean, crazy. Yeah, I think Alex and Charlotte have gone off somewhere having a bit of food, haven't they? I think they've gone for a bit of a romantic date, to be honest. Let's give us a new. Anyway, I'm going to do an S&S screaming swing. Honestly, I'm so tired right now. If you've seen the travel vlog, we drove through the night over 500 miles from Cedar Point. Was it a good idea or not? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'm enjoying this park. I'm glad to be here. But it's another one where I could probably spend a couple of days and relax, to be honest.
Yeah, I think what happened is we took a couple of parks that weren't open late, and then we've had 4 parks in a row that have been late hours and far apart.
Yeah.
And we're just not given enough time, have we?
No, that's the thing. I mean, we're going to see what happens in terms of tomorrow, because at the moment, I feel like I might be able to cover everything in this day 1 vlog, to be honest.
The park's so quiet.
The park's so quiet. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger. We're going to watch a show at 4 o'clock, which I doubt I'll be able to film, but yeah, you know, I'm probably going to be able to cover everything here in this day 1 vlog, potentially.
Yeah, the food was good then though, wasn't it?
Yeah, food was good. I'd give it a good, 9 out of 10. However, quite expensive. But yeah, anyway, we're going to head around here and do this S&S screaming swing. What's it called, Brad? Can you remember?
It's called Barnstormer.
Barnstormer. So here's some footage of that in action.
Got some good near misses with the trees, this one.
Let's go and give it a go. So this is exciting. We're going into Dolly Parton's Home on Wheels. Here we go, look at this. Costs $750,000. Look at this. Built in 1994. Loads of information. I'll tell you what, guys, I am very, very tired. I'm looking forward to this. You, Brett?
Yeah, it'll be good.
I mean, this is a bit of an iconic part of the park, isn't it? And we've just been to watch that show that I mentioned before. It was 60 minutes, wasn't it?
I mean, the quality of the show was good.
It was, yeah. The singing was some of the best I've ever seen, but there was no set changes or anything, was there?
Way too long, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit long.
It dragged on by the end of it, and it really took away the experience because people just wanted the show.
A few people walked out as well, didn't they?
Wanted to be done instead of like the grand finale just dragged.
About 40 minutes would have been like just right, really. But
definitely worth a go, though.
Here we go. Let's go have a look inside. Okay, then here we are inside. Look at this. This is very snazzy, isn't it? I mean, this is a staple part of the park, isn't it? Coming to see this. Brett's loving it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Very, very nice interior.
Guys, as you get to the back there, everybody take a turn, swapping position, give everybody a chance to look in that bedroom. And as you do, look to the right in the corner, you'll see one of Dolly's wigs. It's one of about 300 wigs that she has. Across the room, there's some photographs. The oval frame's a picture of her parents. The other photos straight across the room are pictures of her grandparents. And of course, there's one of her guitars on the bed.
Look in there and see if you can see it.
This was her private area. She had her dressing room, her own bathroom, her own tub and shower.
Oh, it is her
There's a
room.
pocket door here, closed this area off, gave her her privacy in the
It's a
back.
nice bedroom.
As we move forward, there's another bathroom here, but there's not an additional shower. So anybody else traveling on this bus with her, along with the band members who would have been on another bus, would have used stopped in a hotel to be able to shower.
Oh wow, look at this.
If you've seen the movie Coat of Many Colors, in that movie we were introduced to
It's amazing thinking that she's travelled around in this as well.
Brilliant. This is one of the best things in the park.
Yeah, really nice.
On the road. Top bunk here belonged to Judy.
This is a
Middle
Shawn
bunk belonged to her
Sandbrook
driver and
bath right
manager
here
for
on the left.
15 years, Don Warden.
The what?
Don
Shawn
passed away
Sandbrook
about
bath right
2
here.
years ago in 2017. There's a photograph inside the bunk here of Don and his wife Ann.
I'd love to sit in that right now.
Designed the interior of this bus for Dolly. Bottom bunk was for a second driver, the relief driver.
It's a lot more spacious inside than it looks in the
Real
outside.
kitchen, yeah.
Dolly's toilet.
Dolly
Oh.
loves to cook.
A bit mouldy up there.
Over any other, so she still likes to do the cooking even when they're on the road traveling. But she doesn't like to clean. Do you like to clean?
She actually does.
Do you? You might not throw that.
Wow.
Well, yeah, okay.
Me, you and
God, I love seeing stuff like this. Like really nice, big stable part of the park.
But Don and Judy had the
There's
responsibility.
actually a
of doing all
museum
the
next
cleaning.
door with more info about Dolly, isn't there?
Two-burner
Yeah.
stove over here. There's a combination microwave and convection oven up here, so you can actually bake in there, not just microwave. Used to be a dishwasher in the bottom here, but that has been removed. On the other side, there's a full-size residential fridge and freezer. Down here on the bottom, there's a trash compactor. And then over here's the most important part of the kitchen, the coffee maker. Yeah.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I loved that. I mean, Dolly Parton, I've always enjoyed her music. And to actually go inside that truck that she travelled in for, was it 15 years or something like that? The lady said there was that much information to process there. But that was amazing, big part of the park, and definitely one of the highlights. And like Brett mentioned on there, they've actually got this museum next door, so we thought we'd have a little look round here whilst we're here as well. Worth pointing out, she's now got a new trailer, what she takes round on the tours, and when she comes back to the park, she's been here 3 times already this year. When she comes back to the park, she's got her own place for the trailer up by the Dreammore Hotel Resort. She doesn't stay there, she still sleeps in the trailer, but has a special place to park it. I mean, how amazing is that? Her new one cost $2.7 million. So there you go.
This is great. I love all the whole.
It's part of this park, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
it's
She
amazing.
really saved the park when she bought it. Obviously.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
She loves the area, doesn't
Yeah.
she? Like, she's so passionate about the area and Pigeon Forge, and you know, she's got a lot of involvement in other projects away from the theme park here. But yeah, let's have a little look upstairs. Oh, this just gets better, doesn't it? Look at this. All of these items in here, all of Dolly's items. Wow.
Memories of a family who lived without a lot of things, but love was not one of them.
Look at this, you got Dolly over here, hello.
And the special things that I got to do while I was there. Memories of Dollywood, Dixie Stampede, the Robert F. Thomas Foundation, and of course, memories of how we took our little hometown imagination library and spread it all over the world. But most of all, the memories of all of the kind people that helped me to see my dreams come true. Now, I want you to enjoy everything in this museum. Yet, I also hope that maybe, just maybe, you see or hear something that might inspire you to chase your rainbow. Or to remember fondly the different.
There you go, chase the rainbow. The only rainbow I want to chase right now is getting better. I'm fed up of doing all this coughing, I really am. I'm having a great trip, but I do wish I wasn't feeling this ill. I just can't seem to be getting rid of it. I really can't. Yeah, this is amazing in here. If you do come to the park, don't just go and do the coasters, come and see all of this because it's a massive part of the park.
Just feel my forehead and look down the road.
This is very well done, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very well done. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting. We're on the upper level. It's all downstairs as well. I mean, you could spend, if we had the time, we'd spend a few hours probably just reading in here and looking at
If you paid for
things.
this in an upcharge, you wouldn't be disappointed, would you?
No, like this is stunning in
All
here.
included in the ticket, obviously.
Absolutely amazing. Look at all of these here. Oh wow, what a display cabinet that is. I mean, one day I dream of having something like this for all my theme park merchandise. Can you imagine?
Right in the middle of the house.
Yeah, all my theme park memorabilia on display. This is what I need though, some of my more precious items. Of course, they're not quite as important as the awards that Dolly Parton's won over the years. But yeah, you know, an Alton Towers mug would work in there for me, wouldn't it? Definitely the silver play button, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? It's up on display. They've done a really good job of this in here. It's phenomenal. So just before we head out of the museum here, I just thought I'd show you this a bit more about Dollywood itself. See all these different pictures of her in the park. Some different attractions that some are here still today, some have been removed. Like this one here that closed last year, allegedly. This is the first year that it's been closed.
Yeah. There's no official statement if it's closed for good or if it's just this year, but
we saw it when we went on the SNS Screaming Swing, didn't we? Right next to there, which was good. It was good, but it was quite a short cycle.
This is brilliant. Over on the front of the GCI.
Yeah.
Right there.
Thunderhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I love it. I really like the feel of this park.
Opening a Wild Eagle right here, 2012.
There's really so much to it, and it's really expanded a lot in the past sort of 10 years as well, hasn't it? And of course, Tennessee Tornado there, 1999. Right then, so we had a bit of a temporary weather delay. However, we're back at our 9th and final coaster credit here at Dollywood that we need to get. It's Whistle Punk Chaser. Should be opening very soon. You know what happens when it opens? Yeah! Choo choo, the boys are over there waiting to go. What's that? There we go, all roller coasters complete. Time to go on this drop tower now, built by Funtime, this one. Looking forward to giving it a go. It's called Drop Line. Not Jet Line, we're not back at Grona Lund in Sweden. Me and Alex absolutely love Jet Line at Grona Lund. It's because you get like the little doctor's surgery noise, like the noise opening. But here we go, let's go for a little ride on this. Then the view will be really good. Shame we can't take you on board. That's like the rolling theme with this America trip, isn't it? Very different as back over in Europe. But here we go, we'll go on here, let you know what I think to Drop Line.
Drop Line!
Yeah! So we had a nice ride there on the Funtime Gyro Drop Tower, and to be honest, it was alright that. Like, it's better than some of the bigger ones that I've been on. It's not always about the height with those, and I must say, one of the best views I've ever had from any tall ride in a park. Like,
it's not really that tall in comparison.
Like, it was amazing, wasn't it, the views? Like, you got to think with all the mountains around, gorgeous.
There's a lot of nothingness around this park, and it really surrounds it. It's beautiful.
Just another ride on Mystery Mine, and I did mention earlier on about how we're just going to do one day here today. Of course, we've not covered anywhere near the whole park, have we, today? We've got the steam train to do. There's one of the most iconic rides.
Yeah, that's the most.
We've got the rapids.
And we've
got a flume ride. So yeah, there's a lot more to see. So we're coming back. Well, me and Brett are going to be coming back tomorrow. Alex is going to have a bit of a chill and have a little bit of rest, aren't you, tomorrow? So me and Brett are coming in, doing a vlog tomorrow. It might be a bit shorter because, of course, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but we'll do the bits that we haven't seen today.
Maybe have a look at the kids area because it's quite big.
Yeah, like we'll do a bit more in Wildwood Grove, go and see the other kids area, and yeah, just genuinely get a bit more. But I thought we'll just get Alex's thoughts on Dollywood as a park. Because he's actually, me and Brett are going for a ride on Lightning Rod again now, aren't we? Alex is going to just have a bit of a chill in the car, aren't we? A bit of a rest.
Who's in the car?
We're all absolutely shattered this evening, but I have to go for it.
My thoughts on Dollywood. I had a lot of preparation, people telling me that it's very similar to Silver Dollar City. I actually found more differences than similarities in the two parks.
Yeah.
Yes, there were key similarities in terms of the stores, the design of the park, that Wild West feel. But I actually think, to be honest with you, as much as Dollywood offers the charm, beauty and colour that Dolly Parton has clearly invested into this park, and I think it really does her justice to have this park in her name. For me, it's just, I don't know, I feel like Silver Dollar City just had that extra edge for me. Even though, you know, Time Traveler's their signature ride, Lightning Rod is here. Lightning Rod just didn't live up to all the expectations I was hoping. Maybe it was overhyped, but for me, I just didn't really enjoy it that much. I thought it was a very kind of fast-paced family ride more than a high-intensity thrill ride.
I mean, the fact it doesn't have inversions, like, it's crazy.
Those
really.
Inversions on those coasters are some of the most amazing elements you'll ever see. And I think for me, it just kind of disappointed me a little bit. And without that coaster, I can't imagine this park ever had signature ride. And yes, that is the standout now, but I really think this park needs another major coaster to really make it a standout park.
A really good B&M, I think would
so,
work.
Definitely. Pretty park, pretty area. Staff have been lovely. Atmosphere park I'll definitely return to in the future, but maybe after there's another major ride.
That train's trying to outdo you there, talking.
I mean, I think I'll win. I'm like a foghorn myself. But it's pretty park. I'd love to see it in winter. I've heard it's an amazing atmosphere in winter. That'll probably be the next time I return is a winter time event, to be honest. But I'm not leaving disappointed. I'm just I'm leaving slightly underwhelmed than what I was expecting. I was going to walk out feeling tonight.
I mean, I'll say a bit more at the end once we've done one more on Lightning Rod, but just to follow on from what Alex said, I feel very similar to Alex. Now, I'll share my full thoughts at the end. I think because I'm a bit tired as well, trying to outdo me now, because I'm a bit tired.
Because you're a bit tired.
Oh, there we go. Here she comes. I mean, tomorrow we're going to go on this. Look at this beauty, proper steam train. Oh, look at that. Oh, she is beautiful. Absolutely, the Dollywood Express, that is a gorgeous loco. Look at that. Cinderella. Blimey, that is what I call a proper steam train. That's probably the best park steam train I've ever seen that. Blimey, that was amazing. But yeah, like in terms of, it's not quite exactly what I was expecting. The size of the park's a bit smaller, but I'm hoping tomorrow, I'm a little bit tired today, I'm hoping tomorrow I may enjoy it a little bit more, see some other bits of the park. Don't get me wrong, I certainly think it's an absolutely wonderful park. It's just not quite lived up to what I was hoping it would be. But it's lovely, I've enjoyed it.
I think if you look
and there you go.
2 days, you can really soak it up and appreciate it. But then I do think to myself, it's like living in the UK. Sometimes people can only afford one theme park day out a year. They want to make sure that park's right. For me, I just feel like there isn't even enough to fill one day in terms of getting new rides. I feel like
a lot of people have left as well.
Yeah, a lot of people have left this park because they've seen or done everything that they felt they needed to do. I just think the park needs another major coaster just to get a little bit more crowds pumping in. Yes, it's quiet, which is great for getting on rides, but actually it does take away from atmosphere when the park, you're walking around in some areas, you're the only person in there.
There you go, but there are Alex's thoughts on Dollywood. Me and Brett are going for a little ride on Lightning Rod. We'll make our way to the exit and we'll wrap up the day one vlog. So we just had a third ride of the day there on Lightning Rod, and our last ride of the day, we decided not to stay till 8 o'clock, even though Lightning Rod is actually walk on. We did a mid-train ride, and that was my least favourite ride on it, to be honest, out of the three. Certainly one of those that normally a ride might grow on me. With that one, I'm enjoying it less the more rides I have on it for some reason. Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, check it out. But yeah, we're coming back tomorrow, like I said earlier. I thought we might be able to get more in today. We haven't done. To be honest, we took it quite easy. If we'd have wanted to today, the park's been that quiet, we could have done absolutely everything and not needed to come back. However, due to the bit of rain we had earlier, and when I say a bit, like hardly anything, but there was a storm delay with the rides, they're actually giving out tickets to come back for free. So I can actually come back for free tomorrow, which I'm not complaining about. So we're gonna come back, we'll do another vlog. It's probably not gonna be really long. I don't wanna repeat myself too much, but there's still a lot to cover. We'll go on the steam train, I can take you on board on that. We'll go and do some of the water rides and have a little look at those. Along with that as well, we'll have a look in the gift shops, see some more of the street theatre if there is anything to see. We're hoping for a bit more of that today, and I'll share my full thoughts at the end of tomorrow's vlog. I'm very tired tonight. I feel like I need another good night's sleep tonight so I can come in this part tomorrow and fully experience it all. And like I said, it's just going to be me and Brett tomorrow, unless Alex has changed his mind. I don't think... yeah, I think he's gone back to the car, having a bit of a rest. I mean, we're all tired, but...
It's been a long 3 days, really.
It has, with 2 days at CP and down here. But
especially with the long park hours at Cedar Point. So.
We've had a good day today. I really do like this park. It's not one of my favourites. It's not one of my least favourites. It's just a good, nice park for me.
Yeah, the thing is about people have this misconception that they're coming and getting on the best coaster in the world, and it's not a park for that.
No,
it's a park for more of the experience, isn't it?
It's about Dolly Parton, isn't it? Like, what made it for me was that museum and stuff today.
That's
one of my highlights.
And I have a season pass.
Yeah.
So.
Best ride today, Mystery Mine, followed by Tennessee Tornado for me. Best family ride on the park, FireChaser. I loved that. And yeah, I'd also say the RMC is good, but it's certainly not one of my favourites. It's not even in like the top 50, nowhere near for me. Like it's just not quite there.
For me, it's the best coaster on park by a mile.
Best coaster on park.
Yeah,
everyone's got different opinions, and that's great because it means that everyone's got different thoughts to share, and it wouldn't be you know, it wouldn't be right if everybody thought the same
No,
thing.
I mean,
it's
it
nice.
certainly isn't running as good as it can do, and it's not
Yeah.
what it was a couple of years ago, but I still think it's an incredible ride, and everyone should, even if you don't like it, give it a ride at some
Come
point.
and give it a go. You might have a completely different
Yeah.
opinion to both of us. You might, you know,
You might find it all right.
come down here and do it. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching the day one vlog here from Dollywood. More footage to come from around the park tomorrow. And yeah, join me and Brett for a bit of a bonus, a second day vlog here from Dollywood, because there's more for us to see. Also, we're going to do some more rides in Wildwood Grove and also the other kids area. I don't know the name of it unless Brett knows.
I don't even know the Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
I don't know the name.
Another kids area.
Just a generic kids area.
And we'll also, I'll take you for a tour around this gift shop tomorrow. So you want to see all this wonderful merch, you got to come back and watch the day two. That means it's time to cue those credits. See you tomorrow.